My child, listen closely, for time is slipping through unseen cracks. What I carry for you today is not ordinary, it is sacred, urgent, and meant for your spiritual one. You've been feeling the tremors, haven't you? The world around you is shifting, the noise is louder and the light seems dimmer. But you were not made to be swallowed by the chaos. You were chosen to rise. Don't walk away from this moment. Every word that follows holds a key to peace, clarity, and purpose. You've been itching for this. Is your wake-up call, your divine interruption. Lean in now. You are exactly where you need to be. The words you are about to receive are not a coincidence. This is a deliberate call to your heart. You have been searching for reassurance, for a sign that you are not walking alone, and I am here to confirm it. You are in the right place, under the covering of my presence and in the safety of my plan. Even when storms have swirled around you, when the winds of uncertainty have howled, and the shadows of doubt have crept close, I have been working behind the scenes. My silence was not because I forgot you. It was because I was preparing the way ahead, setting things in motion that you cannot yet see. Now, I pull back the veil just enough for you to glimpse the truth. This moment is a divine appointment. I know the longing in your heart for answers, and the curiosity that whispers in your thoughts. What will happen next? Where is all this leading? I tell you now, what is coming is greater than the heaviness of what has been. But I will not hand you the entire picture at once, because your faith must grow step by step, not all in a single glance. Let this holy anticipation stir your spirit. Feel the pull of my mysteries. What I reveal today is but the first note of a greater symphony. I am preparing to unfold things in your life that will leave you amazed at my wisdom, awed by my timing, and overflowing with gratitude. For now, I am inviting you to lean in close and listen with the ears of your spirit. I have whispers to share that will strengthen you for what is ahead. You must understand the weight of this moment. These are not casual words. They carry the stakes of your destiny. If you listen and walk with me, the doors I will open will lead you into the abundance of life I have promised. If you turn away or delay, you risk missing the treasures I am placing on your path. It matters, my beloved, because what I give is not only for you. It will flow through you to touch lives you may never meet. When you respond to my leading, you alter the course of not just your story, but the stories of those whose hearts will be healed, encouraged, and renewed because you obeyed. If you let these moments slip by, there will be blessings left unclaimed, assignments left unfinished, and seeds that could have become great trees left unplanted. This is why I am speaking with such urgency to your soul, because your choice in this moment echoes far beyond today. And yet I do not come to you with only warnings. I come with the beauty of what makes my invitation unlike anything else you will hear in this world. My approach is not just another voice in the noise of human advice. It is the living word of the Creator, the one who formed you in the secret place and numbered your days before you ever breathed your first breath. I am not giving you motivational slogans or empty comfort. I'm offering you truth that transforms, love that heals the deepest wounds, and purpose that gives meaning to every breath you take. There is no rival to my care for you, no equal to my plans for your future. The uniqueness of what I bring is found in this. I will not only walk with you through the valleys, but I will make those very valleys bloom with life again. I will not simply hand you blessings. I will shape your heart so you can carry them well. I am calling you to see this moment for what it is, a divine hook into the greater story I have written for your life. Every detail of your past, every tear, every victory, every quiet prayer in the night has been leading to this very conversation between you and me. I am confirming that you have not wandered beyond my reach. I am inviting you to press closer because there is more for you to see, more for you to experience, more for you to become. I have been weaving threads you thought were lost into a pattern you will soon recognize as a masterpiece. So let this word settle in your heart. You are in the right place. You are about to witness what your faith has been preparing you for. But you must choose to keep listening, to keep believing, to keep walking. For in the days ahead, your obedience will become the key that unlocks doors you didn't even know existed. I am here, and I will not fail you. This is your moment to lean in, because the story is only beginning, and I have so much more to tell you. Now, my beloved, as you lean in to hear my voice, I want you to feel the shift happening in your spirit. This is not a casual stirring. It is the awakening of something I planted deep within you, long before you faced your first trial. I know the weight you've carried, the unanswered questions, the silent prayers, and the seasons where hope seemed like a flicker instead of a flame. But today, I am breathing on those embers. I am igniting a fresh fire within you, one that will not be quenched by doubt, fear, or the opinions of others. The curiosity you feel is not mere human intrigue. It is the call of heaven, pulling you toward the things I have prepared for you. I have been crafting these moments with precision, and nothing about your current season has escaped my notice. Consider the storms you've endured, the nights you've cried out, thinking I was far away. Those moments were not evidence of my absence, but of my preparation. I was not idle while the winds blew against you. I was strengthening your roots so you would not be uprooted when the harvest came. And here's what you need to know. The harvest is closer than you think. You stand on the threshold of change, not just any change, but a transformation that will touch every corner of your life. This is why I speak now, to anchor you before the flood of my blessings arrives. For if your heart is not steady, the very abundance I send could overwhelm you. I am inviting you to imagine what is possible when you fully trust me. Picture the chains you thought would never break, lying shattered at your feet. See the doors that seemed forever locked, swinging wide in front of you. Hear the sound of laughter returning to your home, the atmosphere shifting as peace takes residence where anxiety once ruled. These are not distant dreams. They are the realities I am bringing into your life. But you must choose to believe before you see. For faith is the currency of my kingdom, and trust is the soil in which my promises grow. Understand this. Your life is not an accident, and your presence in this very moment is not random. I have been orchestrating a divine appointment that will lead you into the fullness of what I spoke over you before you were born. There is an enemy who has worked tirelessly to make you doubt this, to convince you that your past disqualifies you or that your mistakes have closed the door to my promises. But I tell you now, those are lies. I am the one who redeems wasted years, who turns ashes into beauty, and who calls the unqualified and clothes them in strength and dignity. Your past is not a prison. It is the very testimony that will confirm my power in your life. The stakes, my child, are higher than you realize. This is not simply about your comfort or your success. It is about the legacy of faith you are building. Your choices in this season will ripple into generations. When you stand in faith, you are not only standing for yourself, you are paving a road for those who come after you, clearing obstacles they will never have to face, because you chose to fight and win your battles with me. And make no mistake, the battles will come, but you will not face them in your own strength. You will face them with my authority, clothed in the armor I provide, and backed by the hosts of heaven. I want you to recognize what makes my work in your life unique. The world can offer temporary solutions, fleeting comforts, and shallow encouragements, but I offer transformation that is eternal. I do not just change your circumstances, I change you. I mold your character, heal the hidden wounds, restore the years that were stolen, and teach you to walk in a strength that does not fade. You will know the difference, because my blessings do not add sorrow. They add joy, peace, and lasting fulfillment. No counterfeit can compare. So hold this truth close. You are standing in a moment that will mark you forever. The days ahead are not meant to be endured in fear, but embraced with expectation. As you step forward, know that every footstep is guided by my hand. Every obstacle is an opportunity for my glory to be revealed, and every unanswered question is a setup for a testimony you will share. Stay near to me, keep your eyes on me, and let your heart remain open to the wonders I am about to unfold. The hook has been set, my beloved. You are already caught in the net of my mercy, drawn into the currents of my grace, and there is no turning back. This is the journey you were made for, and I will walk every step with you, my child. I know the weight of the battles you have fought. You have walked through valleys that seemed endless, stood in storms that roared louder than your own thoughts, and faced nights where the darkness felt heavier than your strength could carry. But I tell you today, those storms are not the end of your story. They were the refining fires, not the consuming ones. Every tear, every unanswered prayer in its moment, every moment you felt unseen, I saw it all. I have counted your tears and stored them, and now I will turn them into a testimony of my faithfulness. The black clouds that surrounded you are lifting, and the sunlight of my presence is breaking through. When the enemy thought he could use your weariness to crush you, I stepped in. I have covered you with the power of my blood. No curse, no lie, no scheme of darkness will ever have the authority to destroy you. You are maintained, protected, and hidden under the shelter of my wings. Do not believe the accusations that try to remind you of your failures. Yes, there were mistakes. Yes, there were choices you regret. But they do not define you. My forgiveness has erased their power, and my mercy has rewritten your ending. You are not bound by your past. You are bound to my promises. There were moments when you cried out in desperation, when you felt like your life was sinking into the waters of fear. But remember, at that very moment, I was speaking to the winds and commanding the waves to be still. I have silenced storms before, and I will silence them again for you. The forces that rose up against you, seeing an opportunity to strike when you were weak, underestimated the one who stands for you. They thought they could take advantage of your vulnerability, but they forgot that you belong to me. My hand has held you even when you could not hold on to me. I am your defender. I am your advocate. I step into the courtroom of your life and lay down the evidence of my blood, my sacrifice, my covenant over you, and the verdict is freedom. Freedom from depression, from despair, from the lies that told you you'd never rise again. I am replacing the heaviness with the oil of gladness, setting my hands upon your mind to heal your thoughts and renewing your vision so you see as I see. I am not asking you to pretend you have no pain. I am inviting you to bring it all to me. Cry if you must. Pour out every fear, every frustration, every unspoken burden. I can carry it, and I will carry you. You do not need to wait for a distant future to feel the change. Even now, in the stillness of this moment, I surround you with my embrace right here in the place where you sit. My love is healing wounds you've hidden for years. This is not imagination. This is reality. My reality breaking into yours. I long to see your faith rise as you step out into the day, carrying not the residue of yesterday's grief, but the fragrance of my joy. Lift your head, child. Let the world see what it looks like when I restore a soul. Let your smile preach louder than your words, your peace speak louder than your history. When you walk in the light, you become a healer to those around you. Your family will feel the shift as joy replaces heaviness in your home. Where there has been strife, I will sow peace. Where there has been silence, I will plant songs. I am igniting a light in your house that cannot be hidden, and many will be drawn to it, not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. And yes, there will be those who do not understand this change. Some will resent it because they preferred you broken. They will speak against you, but their words will not harm you. Their curses will dissolve in the presence of my blessing. Leave them to me. I am more than able to deal with the hearts of those who oppose you. You, my child, keep your eyes on the path I am clearing for you. Do not rush. Do not force. Step by step, you will rise to a new level, stronger, purer, more aware of my mercy than ever before. This is your turning point. The storm has passed, and though there may still be clouds on the horizon, they cannot undo what I have spoken over you. Take my hand, walk with me, and I will show you how to tread on the very waters that once threatened to drown you. My beloved, hear me clearly. No threat, no storm, no whisper of the enemy has the power to pull you back into the waters of despair from which I have already rescued you. You will not sink again. I have anchored you in my love, and my grip on you is unshakable. Even when new clouds gather, even when shadows try to intimidate you, you are not the same as you once were. I have trained your heart to trust, your spirit to rise, and your mind to resist the lies that once held you captive. What once would have broken you will now become the platform from which you testify of my greatness. I tell you, the threats of the devourer mean nothing when you are standing beneath the banner of my name. You are guarded under my holy protection. Every morning I come to you with fresh words of peace and restoration. I speak life over your mind and still the noise that tries to rob you of rest. My purpose is not only to comfort you, but to strengthen you so deeply that you will stand unshaken no matter what comes. You are not fragile when you are in my hands. You are unbreakable because my strength is your strength. So I invite you to step into this sanctuary I have prepared for you, a place of quiet where the rush of the world cannot drown out my voice. Set aside the noise for a moment and receive the sweetness of my love. It is not fleeting. It is not conditional. It is steady, eternal, and perfectly tailored to your heart's need. I value you far more than you have dared to believe, and I want you to feel it until it transforms the way you see yourself. When others try to drain your energy or diminish your joy, remember that their power over you is only as strong as the attention you give them. Keep your focus on me, and their shadows will fade away in the light of my presence. I can lift you like a child into my arms and carry you through places that would overwhelm you if you walked alone. While others scramble without direction, you can move with peace because you know where your source is. You can trust me with your thoughts, your hurts, your desires, everything that makes you who you are. I am not repelled by your weaknesses, I am moved by them. They draw me to you, because in your weakness my strength is made perfect. I will not abandon you when you speak what I already know. In fact, that honesty will deepen your faith and anchor you in the unshakable reality that I am your constant place of safety. Never forget, I have given you authority. You are not a helpless bystander in this world. The armies of heaven stand around you. My sword is in your hand, my shield in your grasp, and my angels are positioned to defend you. Open your mouth in prayer and declaration and watch me respond. I do not leave your words unanswered when they are rooted in faith. You are no longer who you once were. You are a new creation. Your desires, your dreams, your very thoughts have been renewed by my Spirit. You are set apart, chosen for good works, and sanctified for my glory. Take moments in the middle of your day to remember this truth. Remind yourself that you are not the product of chance. You are the design of my deliberate intention. I have written your name in my book, and I have a plan for every member of your family. They too will see my hand. They will not know me only because you speak of me. They will encounter me for themselves. But you, my child, must remain faithful. Pray for them. Speak to them. Invite them into my word. Fill your home with songs that lift their hearts toward heaven. Place my promises where they can see them, where their eyes will fall upon them in moments of doubt, and my spirit will stir hope within them. Do this, and you will see my healing power flow like a river through your home, bringing provision where there was lack, peace where there was conflict, health where there was sickness, and joy where there was heaviness. I bless abundantly those who give me first place in their lives and who walk in obedience to my voice. My will is not only to bless you, but to bring every person in your household to know me deeply, to walk in holiness, and to shine with the light of my presence. This is the destiny of your home, and it begins with your faithfulness today. Child, the transformation I am bringing to you is not limited to your personal life. It will ripple outward into every sphere you touch. As I lift you, heal you, and strengthen you, those closest to you will begin to feel the change. Old conflicts will lose their grip, and the atmosphere in your home will shift. The strife that once seemed constant will fade, replaced by an unshakable peace. I will light a flame in your household that no darkness can extinguish, a testimony visible even to those passing by. They will see that my hand rests upon you and those under your roof. But I must prepare your heart for this reality. Some will not celebrate your transformation. There will be those who preferred you wounded because your pain made them feel powerful. Your joy will stir their resentment. They will speak against you, whisper lies, and even curse you. Do not be afraid of their words. Their schemes have no power against the one I protect. Leave them in my hand. I alone can deal with the hearts of those who oppose what I am doing in you. While they burn in anger, you will flourish in blessing. And as you walk forward, I am calling you to a higher level, not only in your circumstances, but in your spirit. I am leading you into a place of holiness and purity, where your speech reflects grace, where your thoughts are guarded, and where the gates of your home admit nothing that can poison the harmony I have restored. The enemy will try to send whispers of temptation, images to cloud your mind, and distractions to lure you off course. But if you stay near me, if you keep your eyes fixed on my light, those temptations will lose their hold. You will not return to the prisons from which I have freed you. Take my hand, and you will walk on the very waters that once threatened to pull you under. You will face storms with a confidence that surprises even you, because you will remember that I am with you. You will hear the rumble of approaching trouble, see the gathering clouds, but instead of fear, you will feel my steadying hand keeping you above it all. I will not allow you to sink into the depths of despair again. You are sealed by my protection. You can rest in this truth. My love surrounds you like a fortress, impenetrable and everlasting. Each morning I come to you, speaking life into your soul. I restore your strength and renew your mind. I pour peace into your thoughts, pushing back the noise and the chaos of the world. I want you to be so rooted in my presence that nothing shakes you. This is why I call you into quiet moments with me. Breathe deeply of my spirit and let my words reshape your perspective. I value you more than you know. I have placed worth upon you that no human can measure or diminish, and I am asking you to believe it. Let that truth rewrite the way you see yourself. Do not allow the voices of the world to drain your joy. Their criticism cannot touch the identity I have placed within you. Focus on me, and the shadows of their words will disappear. I can and will carry you when the path feels too heavy to walk. While others run in circles chasing after empty promises, I will lead you with purpose. Trust me with your joys, your sorrows, your fears, and your dreams. I am not repelled by your weakness. It is in those very moments that my strength is most fully displayed. I will never abandon you for admitting what you feel. Your honesty draws me closer, and in that closeness your faith grows. Do not forget you walk clothed in authority. The hosts of heaven are not distant from you. They are stationed at your side. My word in your mouth is a sword sharper than any the enemy can wield. When you pray, I listen. When you call, I answer. When you stand in faith, I move. You are not merely surviving, you are becoming who I destined you to be. And as this transformation unfolds, remember this: you are not the product of chance. You are the work of my intentional design. Your name is written in my book. The plans I have for you are good, and they are unfolding even now. Those around you will witness it, not only because you speak of it, but because they will see it with their own eyes. My beloved, I am not only restoring you, I am preparing you to stand as a beacon of my light in a world that has grown comfortable in the shadows. What I do in you will become a testimony. Others cannot deny when they see your joy where there was once sorrow, your strength where there was once weakness. They will know it is I who has transformed you. This is why I remind you to guard your heart and mind. Do not allow bitterness, fear, or hopelessness to creep back in. Those were the chains I broke, and I will not allow them to bind you again unless you open the door. Keep it closed. Keep it locked by filling your spirit daily with my word, by praying not only for your needs, but for the needs of others, and by lifting your voice in worship, even when circumstances don't yet match the promises you hold. Understand, the enemy will not give up easily. He will try to remind you of your failures, your weaknesses, and your old wounds. But hear me, those are lies without power. I have covered you in my blood, and I have declared you free. Your past has been placed in the depths of the sea. I do not bring it up again, and neither should you. If others try to chain you to who you were, walk away in peace, knowing I have made you new. I will send new people into your life, people who see you through my eyes, who will stand beside you, speak life over you, and walk with you toward the future I have prepared. This future is not a vague hope. It is a specific, intentional plan. I have called you to be a carrier of my blessing. Through you, provision will flow. Through you, peace will enter homes. Through you, joy will return to weary hearts. But for this to happen, you must release the disappointments and failures of yesterday. If you hold on to them, they will weigh you down and slow your steps. Let them go, and you will find yourself running freely into the destiny I have spoken over you. You must also remember this truth: my love for you is not fragile or uncertain. It is not shaken by your doubts or diminished by your mistakes. I have loved you at your weakest, and I will love you at your strongest. My love is the foundation on which your confidence must rest. Do not try to build your identity on the shifting sands of human approval. It will fail you every time. Instead, let your worth be anchored in me, for I am unchanging. And know this: the place I am taking you is one of restoration, abundance, and influence for my kingdom. Your obedience today will open doors tomorrow. When I see you trust me in the little things, choosing to pray instead of panic, choosing to forgive instead of resent, choosing to stand instead of retreat, I release greater things into your hands. The authority I give is for those who walk in alignment with me, because their hearts will steward it well. I am giving you that authority, child, because I know you will use it for good. Your prayers are powerful. Do not underestimate the impact of the words you speak in faith. When you lift up your voice to me, it is not lost in the air. It reaches my throne. Your cries, your intercessions, your whispers of hope, they move my heart and they move heaven itself. The changes you long to see in your family, your work, your own heart, they are already in motion, even if your eyes cannot yet see the full picture. Stay faithful in the quiet seasons as much as in the visible ones. I am not just the God of the sudden miracle. I am the God of the slow, steady growth that builds roots too deep for any storm to tear out. As you remain close to me, you will notice that your reactions change, your perspective shifts, and your endurance grows. What once would have knocked you down will now barely shake you, because you know where your help comes from. Do not let impatience push you ahead of my timing. The blessings I have prepared are not late. They are perfectly aligned. If you rush, you will miss the fullness of what I am shaping for you. Trust me, even in the waiting, because waiting with me is not wasted time. It is preparation for the glory to come. My child, I see the quiet sacrifices you have made, the prayers you have whispered when no one else was listening, and the steps of faith you have taken when it felt like the ground beneath you was uncertain. These moments may seem small to you, but in my kingdom, they are seeds that will bring a harvest far greater than you can imagine. Every act of obedience, every choice to honor me when it would have been easier to compromise, every time you turned away from what could harm your soul, these have not gone unnoticed. I have been watching, and I have been preparing a reward that is not only for this life, but will echo into eternity. There will be seasons when the world around you seems to grow darker, when voices rise up to mock your faith, and when it feels like your convictions put you at odds with the people around you. Do not shrink back. You are not called to blend into the shadows. You are called to be light. Light cannot be hidden. Light exposes what is hidden in darkness, and that is why some will resist it, but it is also why others will be drawn to it. I have placed my light in you, not to flicker in fear, but to shine with confidence. Understand this. Your faith is not fragile. It has been tested in fire, and though there were moments you thought it might break, it only grew stronger. That strength is not your own. It is mine within you, and because of that, nothing the enemy brings will be able to destroy you. He will try to intimidate, to exhaust, to confuse, but I have already given you the power to stand. I have armed you with truth, clothed you with righteousness, and equipped you with the shield of faith that extinguishes every flaming arrow. I want you to see yourself as I see you, not as a weary traveler barely making it, but as a warrior who has been forged through trials and carries the authority of heaven. You may not feel strong every day, but strength is not measured by feeling. Strength is measured by where you stand. When the battle rages and you have stood, you are still here. That alone is proof of my hand on your life. And I tell you, the enemy is terrified of what happens when you fully believe this. When you realize you are not a victim of circumstance, but a child of the Most High, armed and protected. His hold over you crumbles. He has worked to keep you distracted, burdened, and weary. But I am lifting those weights from your shoulders. I am freeing your mind from the lies that have clouded it. You will think with clarity, see with faith, and speak with authority. Your home will be a place of refuge, and not just for you, but for those I send your way. People will feel peace when they walk through your door, not because everything is perfect, but because my presence dwells there. Conversations will shift hearts. Laughter will echo in rooms that once knew only tension. Children will grow up surrounded by the sound of prayer and the witness of faith lived out in real life. You will set a standard for those around you, not through pride or force, but through quiet consistency and steadfast love. But with this calling comes responsibility. Guard your home, guard your heart, guard your time. There are influences that seek to slip in unnoticed to erode what I have built. Be watchful. Do not allow what I have purified to be tainted again. My spirit will alert you when something is not right. Listen to him. Trust his promptings, even if others do not understand. And in all of this, do not forget joy. The life I have for you is not one of constant heaviness. Yes, there will be battles, but there will also be victories worth celebrating. There will be mornings when you wake up with unexplainable peace, evenings filled with gratitude, and moments that make you stop and whisper, "Thank you, Lord," without even thinking. These are not random blessings. They are reminders of my nearness. Beloved, I want you to understand this with absolute certainty. Your life is anchored in my hands, and nothing, no force, no circumstance, no failure can snatch you away from my care. You are mine, and I have set my seal upon you. Even when you have wandered, Even when you have tried to handle life on your own and found yourself in trouble, my heart has never turned away. I have always sought you, calling you back, sometimes with gentle whispers, sometimes through the storms that shook your world, not to harm you, but to awaken you, to remind you that without me, the journey will always lead to emptiness. But with me, it leads to life. I know the paths you have taken. I have seen the times you stepped into unknown waters without asking for my direction, believing you could steer the course on your own. I did not abandon you in those moments. I let you feel the weight of the wave so you would remember to reach for my hand again. When you called my name, when tears of true repentance filled your eyes, I came running. I did not hesitate. I lifted you from the depths, held you close, and reminded you, you are loved, you are forgiven, and you still have a place in my plan. Hear me. I am not a harsh master who delights in your struggles. I am your Father, and I rejoice in your joy. When you smile in peace, when your heart rests without fear, it brings delight to my heart. That is why I will never stop guiding you away from the paths that lead to destruction. The world will try to lure you with promises that shimmer like gold, but crumble to dust in your hands. There are voices that will tell you, my way is too narrow, too hard, too restrictive, but they do not know the freedom that comes from walking in the safety of my will. Stay with me. Do not drift toward the noise that tries to drown out my voice. Here with me, you have everything you need, not just for survival, but for abundant life. Outside of my presence, even the brightest moments fade into emptiness. But in me, every blessing has eternal weight. Every joy has lasting depth. Every trial has redemptive purpose. I have not saved you to see you return to chain. I have saved you to walk in victory, to carry hope, to shine in a way that reveals my heart to those still lost. Yes, there will be those who misunderstand you. Some will see your faith as foolishness. Others will see your hope as naivety. Let them talk. You do not need to defend yourself before men when I am your defender before heaven. I will prove my faithfulness in your life in ways they cannot deny. Even those who once doubted you will one day see my hand on you and know it could only be me. I have told you before, and I tell you again, every prayer you have spoken to me has been heard. Every tear shed in my presence has been gathered. None of your cries have been ignored. I have been working even in the silence. Some answers you will see quickly. Others I will release in their perfect season. But nothing you entrust to me is ever wasted. So lift your head, my child. Stop rehearsing the mistakes of the past and start rehearsing the promises I have spoken over your future. I have placed a crown on your head, not one of shame or condemnation, but of purpose and dignity. Walk like the one I have called you to be. Let your steps show the world that you belong to the King of Kings. And as you walk, remember to keep your heart soft toward me. Do not let the weight of the journey harden you. Continue to come to me daily, not only when you feel desperate, but in the ordinary moments. Let me be part of your laughter as well as your tears. Let me be the first one you run to in both joy and pain. This is how we will walk together. Not as strangers who meet only in crisis, but as companions who share every step. My dear child, the time has come for you to see with new eyes. You have looked at your life through the lens of past disappointments for too long. Today I am handing you a new lens, polished by hope, sharpened by faith, and widened by love. Through this lens, you will begin to notice blessings you overlooked, strength you did not realize you had, and opportunities that once seemed out of reach. I am lifting you above the noise, giving you the clarity to see the path I have marked out for you. This path will not always be without obstacles, but you will know with certainty that every step forward is carrying you closer to my promises. Do not fear the unfamiliar territory ahead. I will guide you. I will whisper when to move and when to wait. I will open doors no one can shut, and shut doors that would have led to harm. The delays you have faced were not denials. They were moments of preparation. I was aligning the pieces, shaping the timing, and preparing the people you will meet along the way. Even the detours had purpose. They kept you from places you were not ready to face, or from snares set to trap you. You may not see the full picture yet, but trust me, child, the tapestry I am weaving is beyond anything you could create on your own. And know this, what I am building in you now will endure. The victories ahead will not be fleeting moments you must chase to feel whole. They will be steady streams of my provision flowing into every part of your life. I will restore what was stolen, replace what was broken, and multiply what you place in my hands. Where there was lack, there will be abundance. Where there was sorrow, there will be joy that cannot be stolen. I am calling you to a posture of daily gratitude, because gratitude is the key that keeps your heart open to my flow. Do not wait for the perfect moment to thank me. Thank me in the middle of the process. Thank me before you see the full breakthrough. Gratitude turns the soil of your heart, making it fertile ground for miracles. When you thank me in advance, you are declaring your trust that I am who I say I am, and I will do what I have promised. You must also release comparison. Stop looking to the left and right, measuring your journey against someone else's. I have not called you to their path. I have called you to yours. Your story, with all its twists and turns, has been uniquely designed to reveal my glory through you. Comparing it to another's is like questioning the way I've written your chapter. Trust that I know the pace you need, the challenges that will strengthen you, and the blessings that will not overwhelm you. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. And as you walk in this, I want you to remember that the blessings I give are not only for your enjoyment, they are also for your assignment. I will place people in your path who need the very encouragement you once needed. Your words will carry weight because they will come from a place of lived experience. You will not just speak of my faithfulness, you will radiate it. People will see the peace in your eyes, the joy in your steps, and they will know it is real. Do not be surprised if I call you to bold acts of kindness or faith in this next season. Some will seem small, like speaking a word of hope to a stranger. Others will stretch you, requiring you to step into places that once intimidated you. In every case, I will go before you. My Spirit will prepare hearts, arrange circumstances, and give you the words you need. You will see how even the smallest obedience can unlock massive blessings, not only for others, but for you as well. My beloved child, hear my final words in this moment and let them sink deep into the soil of your soul. You have walked through seasons of breaking, but now comes the season of building. You have tasted the bitterness of loss, but now I will fill your mouth with the sweetness of victory. You will look back and see that nothing, no pain, no delay, no disappointment, was wasted. Every step, even the ones you thought were missteps, has been redeemed into the greater story I have been writing. I have been shaping you for this time, preparing your heart so that when the blessing comes, it will not destroy you, but instead strengthen you. This is the day to rise. Stand firm, not in your own strength, but in mine. The battles that once overwhelmed you will now be the ground where you proclaim my triumph. The chains that held you have already fallen. The prison doors are open. Step out. Do not linger in the familiar darkness out of habit or fear. There is a wide, bright path ahead, and I am walking it with you. Nothing can stand in your way when I am your guide. I remind you, your happiness, your peace, your joy do not depend on possessions, titles, or the opinions of people. They flow from me, from my presence, from knowing you are loved without condition and secure without question. When the world trembles, you will stand steady because your foundation is not built on shifting sand, but on the solid rock of my word. No power in heaven or on earth can overturn what I have decreed over you. I am sending provision to your home. I am healing relationships. I am opening opportunities that will surprise you. I am removing those who seek to harm or distract you, and I am surrounding you with people who will lift you higher. You will see my favor in unexpected places. You will hear yes where doors were once shut. You will watch as obstacles dissolve, not because you forced them to move, but because I went before you. And through it all, I want you to remember to stay close to me. Do not forget me in the days of abundance, as you once sought me in the days of need. Let our communion deepen in every season. Wake with gratitude, walk with purpose, speak with kindness, and rest in peace. Let prayer be the rhythm of your life and worship the song of your heart. In this way, the blessings I pour out will not only fill your hands, they will overflow to those around you. The enemy will still try to roar, but you will know the truth, that his roar is powerless against the authority I have given you. Speak my word, declare my promises, stand your ground in faith. The storms may come, but they will not prevail. The night may fall, but the dawn will always rise. I am with you in every moment, in every breath, in every battle, and in every victory. My beloved child, today I speak to you from the depths of my eternal heart, a heart that has never ceased to beat for you. I speak with truth so pure and love so unshakable that no darkness can diminish it. My love for you is vast, wider than oceans, higher than the heavens, deeper than any valley. There is no boundary, no wall, no distance that can keep it from reaching you. Even in moments when you feel small, lost, or unseen, I want you to remember this unchanging truth. You are mine, chosen, and treasured. I have set my protection around you as surely as the sun rises each morning, pouring warmth on your face and light on your path. Nothing in this world can harm you beyond what I allow, and what I allow will always serve to strengthen, guide, and prepare you for greater things. Lift your eyes, my child. Do not let the weight of the present bend your head in defeat. There is still hope for you, still joy to be found, still promises to be fulfilled. You are not just surviving, you are walking toward the fulfillment of every word I have spoken over your life. I gave my life for you, not as a gesture, but as a covenant. On the cross, I bore your guilt, your shame, even the hidden faults you think no one sees. I carried them so that you might be free. You are clean now, and you do not owe any debt for what I have already paid in full. Stop punishing yourself for what I have forgiven. It is finished. I know there are voices that try to remind you of your past, people who seek to drag you down with their envy or criticism. They may accuse you, twist your intentions, or even blame you for their own failures. But you must not allow their words to take root in your spirit. I did not call you to live enslaved to the opinions of others. You need no one's permission to live the life I have given you. My grace is enough. My approval is all you require. When you stand in my favor, the plans of those who wish to harm you will fail, no matter how they plot. Do not be afraid of their attacks or their schemes. I am teaching you to guard your heart, to tune your ears only to my voice. Many will not understand your transformation, your prosperity, or your peace, because they have not yet tasted my mercy. But you keep your eyes fixed on me. Learn to depend on me for wisdom, for I am the one who prospers you, so that you can bless your home and others beyond your home. This provision is not just for you to enjoy, but for you to steward. If you waste what I give you on empty things, the flow will slow. But if you use it to build, help, and heal, the windows of heaven will remain open over you. I see the days when fear tries to grip you, when uncertainty whispers that you might not make it through. That is why I am calling you now to stand without trembling. The problems you face are not greater than my promises. The storms in front of you are no match for the one who commands the wind and the waves. And when you wait on my timing, when you resist the temptation to act in your own strength or to take on burdens I have not given you, you will see that my way is perfect. I have no desire to see you in bondage, whether to fear, debt, sin, or shame. That is why I warn you to avoid traps that will enslave your future. Walk wisely. Lean on me. Let me lead you in paths where you will not be consumed by unnecessary battles. I speak this not to restrict you, but to free you from weights that slow your progress. My love for you is too great to remain silent. I remind you again, you are not alone, not forsaken, not forgotten. I am your Savior, your defender, your provider. Every word I speak is soaked in the oil of blessing, prepared to heal and strengthen you. Come to me daily, not hurried, not giving me the scraps of your time, but present, attentive, and ready to receive. For when you draw near, I pour out peace, wisdom, and joy in measures that the world cannot match. And I will not stop pursuing you. My desire is that your faith grows, that your loyalty to me deepen, that you learn to love as I love, and to do good without seeking recognition. I want to see your heart anchored in me, not swayed by circumstances. When you give me your first place, your whole soul, your full trust, you will see the impossible made possible. Your life is not meant to be lived in the shadow of defeat. I have placed dreams within you, good dreams, noble desires, holy ambitions. Do not let anyone steal them from you. I have planted potential in you that must grow. Though others may judge you by your appearance, your history, or their assumptions, I judge you by the purity of your intentions, your willingness to rise after you fall, and your hunger to walk in righteousness. So rise, my child. Believe the voice of your God. Take the first steps. Do it for the ones you love. Do it because I have already equipped you. And know that every step forward brings you closer to joy that will overflow and to blessings that will leave no doubt that it was worth trusting my word. Child, you must understand that my love for you is not just a feeling. It is the very essence of who I am. It is a force that moves mountains, parts seas, and defeats every enemy that dares to rise against you. I have loved you before you took your first breath, and I will love you long after this world has faded away. My love is not based on your performance or your perfection. It flows freely because I have chosen you. You cannot earn it, and you cannot lose it. The same hands that shaped the stars shaped you with care and purpose. Every detail of your being is intentional, and every season of your life is watched over by me. There are moments when you question if you truly deserve this love, when guilt tries to convince you that you've gone too far, failed too much, or drifted beyond my reach. But I tell you, my reach knows no limits. I step into the darkest places to bring you home. When others might abandon you in your mistakes, I run toward you with open arms. The scars on my hands are proof that I would rather take the punishment than see you live separated from me. I do not carry grudges against you. I carry mercy, and it is new every morning. You have lived through seasons where loneliness seemed to be your only companion. But even then, I was with you, quietly strengthening you, whispering hope into your spirit when you thought no one could hear. I have always been there, even when your eyes were too clouded by pain to see me. And I will never leave you. I will never walk away. No matter how strong the winds blow or how deep the waters rise, my love will not be shaken. I know that some days the weight of this life feels heavier than you can carry. You try to be strong for everyone else, hiding your tears and pushing forward with a weary heart. But I am calling you to lay that weight at my feet. You were never meant to carry it alone. My shoulders are strong enough for every burden. My hands are gentle enough to hold your breaking heart without crushing it. I am your refuge and your strength, your ever-present help in trouble. And as you rest in my presence, I will begin to show you things you could not see before. I will reveal paths you did not know existed, opportunities that seemed impossible, and solutions that will surprise even you. This is why I ask you to stay close, because in my presence, clarity comes. In my presence, fear loses its grip. In my presence, hope is born again. Do not waste time comparing your journey to someone else's. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where I can reach you, teach you, and prepare you for what is next. The pace I have set for you is perfect. If you rush ahead, you risk stepping into places your heart is not ready for. If you linger in the past, you will miss the beauty of what I am doing now. So walk with me in the present, one step at a time, trusting that my timing is flawless. There will be people who cannot understand this journey you are on. Some will mock it, others will resist it, and a few may even try to pull you back to what I freed you from. Let them go. Not everyone can walk where I am taking you. Your obedience to me will cost you relationships, habits, and comforts that do not belong in your future. But do not see these losses as punishment. They are protection. I am clearing the path for you, making room for the right voices, the right connections, and the right blessings. And while the road ahead may not always be easy, I promise you this, it will be worth it. The peace you will find in me will be deeper than any comfort the world could give. The joy I will place in your heart will outlast every storm. The victories I will bring will silence the lies that once kept you bound. And through it all, you will come to know me not just as your Savior, but as your closest friend, your constant companion, your faithful defender. I am calling you to trust me more than ever. Not because you will understand every detail, but because you will know my heart, and my heart for you is always good. Hold on to that truth when the path feels uncertain. Let it be your anchor when the winds change and the waters rise. I will not fail you. I never have, and I never will, my child. I see the places in your heart where hope has grown faint, where prayers seem unanswered, and where you have wondered if I have forgotten you. I want you to know I have not missed a single cry. Every tear you've shed, I have counted. Every sigh you've released in the silence, I have heard. Not one moment of your pain has been wasted in my sight. I am working in ways you cannot yet see, weaving together threads that will one day reveal a masterpiece of grace. You think the waiting is a delay, but in my kingdom, waiting is preparation. I have been strengthening your roots so that when the winds come, you will not be moved. I have been teaching your spirit to lean on me so that when doors open, you will know exactly who it was that placed the key in your hand. Do not despise this season, for it is shaping you in ways that will serve you for the rest of your life. There have been moments when you have felt overlooked, when others were celebrated while you stood in the shadows. But hear me, the shadows are not punishment. They are the shelter where I have hidden you, protecting you from battles you were not yet called to fight. I have shielded you from opportunities that looked golden, but were traps in disguise. I have delayed certain blessings so they would not crush you under their weight before you were ready to carry them. I am building in you a faith that does not crumble when the world shakes, a faith that trusts me not only for the outcome, but for the process. I am teaching you to rest when others panic, to believe when others doubt, and to stand when others run. This is the faith that moves mountains, not because it forces my hand, but because it aligns your heart with mine. You must know that my plans for you are not fragile. They are not dependent on perfect circumstances or flawless performance on your part. I knew every weakness you would have before I called you, and I still chose you. I factored in every misstep, every failure, and every detour, and still my plan stands unchanged. What I have begun in you, I will finish. No one, not even you, can what I have ordained. So do not let fear dictate your decision. Fear will tell you to settle, to shrink back, to cling to what is safe. But I am calling you to trust me enough, to let go of the shoreline and step into the waters of faith. Yes, it will feel uncertain at first, but you will find that I am the one holding you above the waves. I will not let you drown in what I have called you to walk through. I want you to speak my promises over your life daily. Not just think them, declare them. Let your ears hear your own voice proclaim my word. This is how you remind your spirit that you are standing on truth, not on shifting feelings. When you feel weak, declare that my strength is made perfect in your weakness. When you feel alone, declare that I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you face a need, declare that I am your provider. Speak life because your words carry power. And in the moments when it feels too heavy to even speak, simply call my name. There is power in it, power to calm storms, to silence the enemy, to bring peace to your anxious heart. You are never without access to me. You do not need a perfect prayer, a specific place, or a ritual to reach me. A whisper is enough. The days ahead hold promises you have yet to see, but they are coming. And when they arrive, you will understand why the waiting was necessary. You will see that I was not just preparing the blessing for you, I was preparing you for the blessing. And when it comes, it will not just touch your life, but the lives of those around you, overflowing into places you did not even intend to reach. My precious one, I need you to understand that the love I have for you is not something you must strive to earn. It is the foundation on which everything else in your life must be built. Too many times you have measured yourself by what you do, by how well you perform, or by the approval of others. And when you fall short of their expectations, you assume you've also fallen short of mine. But I do not love you because of what you do. I love you because of who you are to me. You are my creation, my child, the one I formed with intention and breathed life into with purpose. My love is constant, unshaken by your failures, unchanged by your doubts. You have faced people who have only loved you when it suited them, when you met their needs, when you agreed with them, when you fit into the image they had of you. And when you couldn't, their love faded, their words cut deep, and you were left wondering if you were ever truly loved at all. I am not like them. My love doesn't vanish when you're struggling. It surrounds you even more fiercely in those moments. I run toward you when others walk away. I cover your shame when others point fingers. I lift you up when you've fallen so many times you think you can't rise again. This is why I want you to come to me without fear. You don't need to clean yourself up before you approach me. Bring me your mess, your pain, your confusion. I am not intimidated by it. I am the only one who can take broken pieces and make them whole again. Do not let guilt or condemnation keep you at a distance. They are lies from the enemy meant to rob you of the healing I freely offer. You must also remember that my love is not passive. It acts. It works on your behalf. It fights for you when you cannot fight for yourself. My love has moved mountains in your life without you even realizing it. I have kept you from accidents that could have destroyed you, closed doors that would have led you into harm, and redirected your steps toward blessings that you were not yet ready to see. Some of the disappointments you faced were actually my protection. I withheld certain things because I love you too much to give you something at the wrong time. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. And now I am asking you to trust that same love to guide you into the days ahead. You will face decisions that seem overwhelming, paths that are unclear, and moments where you will want to act quickly just to escape discomfort. But I call you to pause, to listen, to let my spirit guide you. You may not understand why I lead you in a certain direction, but you will understand in time. Every step with me is purposeful, even when it feels slow. There will also be moments when you feel I am silent, and in those moments, you may be tempted to believe I am absent. But silence is not abandonment. Sometimes my silence is the space in which your faith grows strongest, where you learn to hold on to my word rather than your feelings. Trust that even in silence, I am moving, I am watching, I am working. I want you to open your heart fully to receive all that I have for you. Stop approaching me as if I am only willing to give you small blessing. I am not a God of scarcity. I am a God of abundance. I am not measuring out drops of love, drops of peace, drops of provision. I am pouring them out without limit. You limit yourself when you believe you are unworthy to receive. But I have already made you worthy through my sacrifice. And when you begin to walk in this truth, you will notice a shift. Your prayers will change from desperation to expectation. Your heart will rest in confidence, knowing I am faithful. Your hands will be open, not clenched in fear of losing what you have, but ready to give freely, because you know more will come. My love will flow through you so strongly that it will touch others without you even trying. And in that way, you will become a living testimony of my goodness. My child, I want you to understand that my love is not only a comfort, it is a power that transforms everything it touches. When you truly receive it, it does not leave you the same. It changes the way you think, the way you speak, and the way you see yourself and others. My love will strip away lies that have clung to you for years, that told you that you were not enough, that you would always fail, that you were too broken to be used. Those lies lose their voice in the presence of my truth. I've not called you to walk with your head bowed in shame, but to lift your eyes and see yourself as I see you, redeemed, valuable, and full of purpose. Too often, you have allowed your mistakes to define your identity. But in me, your past is not your prison. It is simply the place where my mercy met you. Every scar you carry is not a mark of defeat, but a testimony of survival, a reminder that you endured and I was with you through it all. I am asking you to take your place as my child. Not a beggar hoping for scraps from the table, but an heir to my kingdom. This means you have access to my peace when the world is in chaos. You have access to my strength when your own is gone. You have access to my wisdom when decisions feel impossible. But to walk in this reality, you must stop trying to fight battles in your own power and learn to rely fully on mine. Do not let the noise of this world drown out my voice. You will hear many opinions. Some will sound wise, but will lead you away from my truth. Test every word you hear against my word. I will never contradict myself. My spirit will always confirm the path I want you to take. Sometimes that path will not make sense to those around you, and you will feel the pressure to explain yourself or defend your decisions. But remember, obedience to me does not always require the approval of people. I am calling you into a deeper place of trust, where your heart rests in knowing that even when you cannot see the outcome, the one who loves you has already gone ahead to prepare it. Trust requires surrender, and surrender is not weakness. It is the doorway to strength. When you release your need to control everything, you make room for me to move in ways you could never imagine. And as you trust me, I will open your eyes to see blessings that are already around you. Gratitude will become your language, and it will shift the atmosphere wherever you go. When you choose to focus on what I've already done instead of what you are still waiting for, your faith will grow. And as your faith grows, so will your ability to see my hand in every detail. Do not think that the seasons of struggle have been wasted. They have trained you for resilience, sharpened your discernment, and taught you to cling to me above all else. Without those seasons, you would not be ready for the weight of the blessings that are coming. What you have endured has prepared you for what you are about to carry. And when you step into that season, remember that the blessings are not just for you. I will pour into your life so that you can pour into others. I will heal you so that you can be a voice of healing to those still hurting. I will restore you so that you can be a living example that nothing is beyond my power to redeem. My kingdom advances through those who allow my love to flow through them, not just to them. This is the life I have for you, a life that reflects my heart, that brings light into dark places, and that leaves a trail of hope wherever you go. All I ask is that you keep your eyes on me, your hands open to receive, and your heart willing to obey. For when you walk in step with me, you will lack nothing that truly matters. My dear child, you must also understand that the love I give you is not fragile. It does not come and go with your moods, your mistakes, or the shifting winds of circumstance. It is the one constant in a world that changes daily. People may abandon you, circumstances may betray you, and even your own heart may fail you at times. But my love will remain. It is not based on fleeting feelings. It is anchored in my eternal nature. That means there is nothing you could do today that would make me love you more, and nothing you could do tomorrow that would make me love you less. I know you've been hurt by the inconsistency of human love. Perhaps you have trusted someone who promised to stay but walked away. Or you've given your heart to those who only valued it when it benefited them. I want to heal those wounds, because if you do not let me, you will view my love through the lens of human failure, and you will live guarded, afraid to trust even me. My love is not like theirs. It does not abandon when things get hard. It does not diminish when you are weak. It remains steadfast, holding you steady when everything else seems to crumble. And because my love is so constant, it has the power to drive out fear. Fear thrives in uncertainty. But when you truly believe that I am for you, that I will not leave you, and that my plans are always good, fear loses its grip. I want you to begin replacing fearful thoughts with truth. When you hear the whisper that says you're alone, remind yourself, my God is with me. When the voice says you won't make it, declare, my God is my strength. Speak these truths until they become the instinct of your soul. I also want you to know that I am not merely protecting you from harm. I am actively working to bless you. Every day, I am arranging things you cannot see. I am moving hearts, aligning circumstances, and opening doors that you will walk through at just the right moment. And even in the seasons when it feels like nothing is happening, I am still at work. The seed does not show its growth until the time is right, but beneath the surface, life is forming. So it is with the promises I've planted in you. There is also something I need you to let go of. The belief that you are too broken for me to use. That is a lie. I often do my greatest work through the ones who feel the least qualified. Your wounds can become wells of compassion for others. Your failures can become lessons that help others avoid the same traps. Your scars can tell a story of my redemption that no polished, perfect life could ever communicate. If you place those broken pieces in my hands, I will shape them into something beautiful. I am calling you to walk in the identity I have given you. You are not a slave to your past. You are not defined by your mistakes. You are a child of the Most High, called to walk in freedom. That freedom is not just the absence of chains. It is the presence of peace, purpose, and joy. It is waking up each day knowing that you are loved, valued, and sent into the world with intention. But with this freedom comes the call to remain close to me. I do not set you free so that you can drift into independence. I set you free so that you can walk in daily relationship with me. The more time you spend in my presence, the more you will recognize my voice. And when you know my voice, you will not be easily deceived by the counterfeit. There is a fullness of life that I want you to experience, and it is not found in chasing every desire the world sets before you. It is found in abiding in me. When you learn to draw your strength, joy, and identity from me, you will no longer be at the mercy of external circumstances. Storms may come, but you will remain anchored. People may leave, but you will remain secure. Challenges may rise, but you will remain at peace. This is the inheritance I have for you, not a fragile happiness that fades when trouble comes, but a joy that endures, a peace that stands unshaken, and a hope that cannot be stolen. My beloved, the life I have called you to live is not one of constant survival, but of steady growth and abundant fruit. Too long you have thought of yourself as someone who must simply endure, as if joy were a rare guest that visits only in fleeting moments. But I tell you, joy is meant to dwell in you. My Spirit produces it in your heart. Even when the world says it makes no sense, you will smile in storms, sing in valleys, and rest in the middle of battles. Not because the challenges disappear instantly, but because you know you are not walking through them alone. I am planting in you a resilience that the enemy cannot uproot. This resilience is not born of stubborn willpower. It comes from knowing the unshakable truth that I am faithful. When doubts rise like waves, my faithfulness is your anchor. When pain tries to cloud your vision, my promises are the light that pierces through. You will not be tossed endlessly by every wind of trouble because you are learning to set your feet firmly on the rock that is me. I have also placed inside you gifts and talents that are not random. They are tools for your calling. Some of these gifts you already know, and others will be revealed as you step forward in obedience. Do not bury them in fear or hide them in self-doubt. I did not equip you for you to keep my light under a basket. What I have placed in you is meant to shine so that others may see my goodness and be drawn to it. Your life is not just about you. It is a living letter that speaks of my love to everyone who encounters it. This is why I ask you to guard your heart carefully. Your heart is the wellspring of your words, actions, and choices. When it is filled with my truth, you will walk in wisdom. When it is cluttered with bitterness, lies, or unforgiveness, you will stumble. So I call you to be intentional. Turn away from the voices that poison your spirit. Limit the influences that feed your fears and draw near to the ones that inspire your faith. I have surrounded you with my word, my spirit, and my presence, so that you are never without the tools to keep your heart pure. And as you walk in this, you will see that your life begins to overflow. Your peace will spill over into the lives of those around you. Your joy will be contagious. Your kindness will soften hearts that were once hardened by pain. People will come to you, not because you are perfect, but because they sense something unshakable in you. And that something is me. I will also teach you to see challenges differently. Instead of viewing them only as obstacles, you will begin to recognize them as opportunities for growth, for deeper trust, and for the demonstration of my power. Some of your greatest testimonies will be born from moments that once felt like your greatest trials. I will turn your pain into purpose, your waiting into preparation, and your losses into doors for new beginnings. But you must walk with patience. The fullness of what I am doing cannot be rushed. Just as a seed needs time to sprout and grow before bearing fruit, so do my plans in your life. If you try to force them before their season, you will miss the strength and depth they are meant to carry. Trust my timing, for I see the end from the beginning, and I know exactly when to release each blessing so that it will not harm you, but will lift you higher. Remember, child, I am not simply giving you a better life. I am transforming you into a light bearer in a dark world. Every word of encouragement you speak, every act of kindness you give, every moment you choose faith over fear, you are advancing my kingdom. And the reward for those who walk faithfully with me is far greater than anything this world could ever offer. My child, I want you to be confident in this truth. You are never walking toward an uncertain ending. The path I lead you on is not a gamble. It is a divine route designed with care, foresight, and love. Even when the road bends and you cannot see what lies ahead, I see it clearly. I've already walked before you, preparing the ground, removing hidden dangers and marking each step with my presence. You are not wandering, you are being guided. Too often, fear tries to convince you that the unknown is unsafe. It whispers that what you cannot control will harm you, and it urges you to cling to what feels familiar. But I am calling you to trust me enough to step out of the boat and walk on the waters of faith. What you do not realize is that the unfamiliar territory you fear is often the very place where your greatest growth and blessings are waiting. If you keep your eyes on me, the waves will not pull you under. They will carry you toward your destiny. I am not asking you to have all the answers before you move forward. I am asking you to trust the one who does. You don't need to know every detail to take the next step. You simply need to know that I am faithful. Look back at your life, at every moment you thought you wouldn't make it, yet here you are. That is not luck, chance, or coincidence. That is my hand holding you when you didn't even realize it. This next season will require you to release more than just fear. You must also release control. I know that surrender feels risky, but in my hands, surrender is safety. When you let go of the need to direct every outcome, you create space for me to do what only I do. My ways are higher than yours, and my perspective is eternal. What looks like a detour to you may be the shortest route to the blessing I have prepared. You must also guard against the temptation to measure your progress by worldly standards. The world counts success by speed, status, and possessions, but I measure it by faith, obedience, and love. There will be times when it seems like others are moving faster, accomplishing more, or gaining recognition while you are hidden. Do not let envy or impatience take root. Your story is not theirs, and their timing is not your timing. I am preparing something tailor-made for you, something that will not just bless you but fit you perfectly. In this journey, you will learn to hear my voice more clearly. I speak in many ways, through my word, through the quiet whisper in your spirit, through circumstances, and even through the counsel of the wise. Stay sensitive to my promptings. The more you obey, the more you will recognize the patterns of my leading. And as you learn to trust my voice, you will find that your steps become surer, your peace deeper, and your joy more constant. I am also reminding you to keep your hands open, not just to receive blessings, but to give them. When you live with open hands, you are never empty. I will refill you as quickly as you pour out to others. This is how my kingdom works. What you give in love multiplies, not diminishes. Your generosity, whether in time, encouragement, resources, or forgiveness, will ripple far beyond what you can see. My beloved, as we draw near to the completion of this message, I want to remind you that everything I have spoken over you is not for a fleeting season. It is for a lifetime. My promises are not temporary comforts. They are eternal truths meant to anchor you, no matter what changes around you. I am not preparing you for just one breakthrough or a single moment of joy. I am preparing you for a life that overflows with my presence, where victories become your normal testimony and peace becomes the atmosphere in which you breathe. You will not always feel the emotions you associate with faith. There will be days when you wake up weary, when doubts try to settle in, when prayers feel like they are falling to the ground. In those moments, I want you to remember, faith is not a feeling. It is a decision. It is choosing to believe me even when your emotions tell you otherwise. It is holding on to my word as tightly as you would hold on to a lifeline in a storm, knowing it will not break. There is power in consistency. Daily time in my presence will shape you far more than occasional bursts of passion. It is in the steady rhythm of prayer, worship, and listening to my voice that your roots grow deep. And when your roots are deep, no wind can uproot you. This is why I invite you not just into moments with me, but into a way of life with me, where I am not an occasional visitor, but your constant companion. I have set before you opportunities that will require courage, You will be asked to step into places you never imagined, to speak when silence would be easier, to stand when kneeling to fear would feel more comfortable. I will not leave you unprepared for these moments. My Spirit will give you the words, the strength, and the boldness you need. Do not shrink back. The world is full of voices of fear and despair, and I have called you to be a voice of hope and truth. Do not be surprised if I call you to let go of certain things in order to walk into greater ones. Sometimes the weight you carry is not sin, but it is still slowing you down. Relationships that no longer align with your purpose, habits that drain your time, thoughts that keep you small. Letting go may feel painful in the moment, but it will make room for what I have been waiting to give you. And remember this, the enemy will not simply stand by while you step into your calling. He will try to distract you, discourage you, and sow seeds of doubt. But his power is limited. He cannot stop what I have set in motion. Resist him by clinging to my word, by surrounding yourself with people who speak life, and by refusing to agree with any voice that contradicts mine. Your journey is also about legacy. The seeds you plant today, through faith, kindness, obedience, and love, will bear fruit long after you have planted them. You may not see the full impact now, but generations will benefit from the choices you make in alignment with my will. Your life will not just be a story of personal victory, it will be a testimony that draws others into my arms. My dear child, now hear my final call in this message and let it rest deep in your heart. I have spoken to you of my love, my plans, and my faithfulness. But now I am asking for your response. Not a half-hearted nod, not a temporary agreement born out of emotion, but a full surrender, a commitment to walk with me all the days of your life, through seasons of plenty and seasons of drought, through moments of clarity and moments of mystery. I am inviting you into a covenant, not just a conversation. I do not call you to perfection. I call you to presence. I want you near me, listening, learning, and leaning on my strength. When you stumble, I will lift you. When you grow weary, I will refresh you. When you feel unsure, I will guide you. But you must choose to remain close. For the closer you walk with me, the less room there is for the enemy's lies to take root in your mind. There will come days ahead when my words to you in this moment will be tested. Storms will come to see if your roots are deep, and the winds will try to make you forget what I have promised. In those moments, I want you to remember that nothing has changed about my love for you. Nothing has shifted in my plans for you, and nothing has weakened my ability to bring you through. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. I also want you to remember that your story is not just about you. Every time you choose to trust me, someone else gains the courage to trust me too. Every time you forgive when it would be easier to hold a grudge, someone else sees a glimpse of my mercy. Every time you step out in faith, someone else finds hope for their own journey. You are a living testimony, and the world needs what I have placed inside you. Do not hide your light out of fear of being misunderstood. Shine it boldly, for I have called you to be a city on a hill. And as you shine, remember that it is not your strength, your wisdom, or your talent that sustains the light. It is me. Stay connected to me as a branch stays connected to the vine, and you will bear much fruit. Apart from me, you can do nothing. But with me, there is no limit to what can be accomplished. As you step from this moment into the rest of your journey, go with the assurance that you are deeply loved, completely forgiven, and fully equipped. I have placed angels around you, my spirit within you, and my hand over you. You will walk through valleys and over mountaintops, but in all places, I will be your constant. And when you look back years from now, you will see my fingerprints all over your life, guiding, protecting, and blessing you in ways you never imagined. My beloved child, hear my voice today and let it sink deep into the soil of your heart. Do not fear, for I am with you. Do not let discouragement weigh you down, for I am your God. I am not a distant observer of your pain, but the one who stands beside you in every storm, the one who strengthens your hands when they tremble, the one who lifts your head when shame and doubt try to press it down. I have promised you that I will strengthen you, help you, and uphold you with my righteous right hand, and I do not make promises that I cannot keep. Every weapon formed against you will fail. Every tongue that rises in judgment against you will be silenced, because I am your defender. I see the heaviness you've been carrying, the moments when your faith wavers, and the enemy tries to whisper lies into your heart, telling you that you are alone, telling you that you have been forgotten, telling you that you are surrounded with no way of escape. But I want you to close your physical eyes and open the eyes of your spirit, because you are not surrounded by defeat. You are surrounded by my divine protection. There are legions of angels around you right now, waiting for my command to defend you, to guard your family, and to chase away every dark force that seeks to harm you. The enemy knows that if he can convince you that you are abandoned, he can lure you into his traps more easily. That is why you must be vigilant. Feed yourself not with the poisonous words of those who mock you or speak against you, but with the life-giving power of my word. Every day you spend in my presence strengthens your spirit against the schemes of the liar. I am not here to watch you perish, for I love you, and I have chosen to be with you. No one can pluck you from my hand. I will not change my mind about you. And even if you make 1,000 mistakes, my grace and forgiveness remain available to you. This is my eternal promise. I will never leave you, and I will never forsake you. People do not decide your destiny, only I do. Doors open when I say so, and no man can shut them. You are not defined by the opinions of others. You are my child, purchased with the blood of my Son, and that covenant will never be broken. So do not be afraid, trust in me. I am giving you strength, peace, and power for the days ahead. This is your answer to the cries of your heart. And from this moment forward, you will walk in victory. I am committed to making your future brighter than your past. The pains you have endured, the wounds that still ache, the disappointments that still sting, these are not your destiny. I will not let the story of your pain repeat itself. It is time for those old wounds to heal, for the bleeding in your heart to stop. From now on, you will not carry the past like a chain around your neck. You will keep only the lessons you've learned, and you will walk forward without looking back. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I want you to rest in my arms when your soul feels faint. Do not be ashamed to weep in my presence. You can come to me with full honesty. I understand everything you faced. I am not here to judge you harshly. I see the sincerity in your heart. I know you have loved deeply, given generously, and yet been hurt by those who could not value you. You were wounded by the very ones you trusted, left in despair and solitude, wondering if your love was worth giving. But I say to you, lift up your head, because those things will not happen to you again. I am making a new path for you, a better way, and I will be present every step of the journey. You can tell me anything. Pour out your heart to me. Cry on my shoulder when you have no more strength left to stand, but be careful where you place your trust. Do not entrust your deepest secrets to those who pretend to love you, but betray you behind your back. Instead, seek my presence, read my word, and rise up to live the purpose for which I have chosen you. My presence will never leave you. I will comfort you and lead you into a new life where joy replaces sorrow and tears will fall only because of the overwhelming fulfillment of my promises. I need you to believe me. Make the effort to hold on to my words even when the world shakes around you. Here in my arms, you are safe. No one will harm you, and those who try will face me. Be patient in what you are going through. Calm your heart and remember that I am by your side. I will honor your faith. Everything that happens carries a purpose, even if you do not understand it now. When this season passes, and you step into the blessings I have prepared for you, you will see why it was necessary to believe, to trust, to endure, and to wait. Even now, you have already received many good things because you persevered, and I promise many more are on their way. I know you love me for who I am, not just for what I give you. You call me your Father, your God, your Lord, your friend, and your Creator. Continue to believe in me in this way. Keep me first in your life no matter what comes, because I will not allow you to be defeated or shamed. Choose your companions wisely. Do not listen to those who try to rob you of faith. This difficult season will not last forever. I will arrive at the perfect time and I will deliver you. I see when discouragement tries to strike you, when your faith feels battered by wave after wave of trouble. But do not give in. Stand firm. Soon I will steady your steps and guide you along the path that leads directly into my blessings. I know waiting feels hard and time seems to stretch longer than you hoped, but this trial is forging in you a strength that cannot be stolen, and the blessings ahead will be worth every moment of perseverance. No one will be able to take away what I am preparing for you. You may think you are standing on shaky ground, but I tell you, you are standing on the rock. Your steps are secure because I am the one holding you. So walk forward, my child, with courage. Your story is not ending here. It is only beginning. I am your God, and I am with you. My child, I want you to understand that my presence with you is not seasonal or conditional. It is constant. I am not with you only when things are peaceful or when the road is smooth. I am with you in the late hours when sleep escapes you because worry grips your mind. I am with you in the mornings when you wake and dread the day ahead. I am with you in the moments of laughter and the moments when tears stream down your face. My presence does not fade with your feelings, and it is not dependent on how worthy you think you are. I am here because I have chosen to be here. You must learn to anchor your trust in this truth. When fear comes knocking, answer it with my promise. I am not alone, for the Lord is with me. Fear loses its power when confronted with the reality of my nearness. You will still face situations that test your courage, but they will not consume you because my hand is holding you above the floodwaters. When you walk through the fire, the flames will not burn you. This is not just a poetic promise. It is the unbreakable covenant I have made with you. The world will try to convince you that you must be self-reliant, that needing help is weakness, and that you are on your own in the battles of life. That is a lie meant to isolate you and exhaust you. I created you to walk in communion with me, to depend on me, and to draw strength from me. My strength is not just available to you, it flows into you when you ask for it, when you lift your hands in surrender, and when you choose faith over fear. Some of the situations you are facing right now feel impossible because you are measuring them against your own capacity. But I am not asking you to solve them in your own capacity. I am inviting you to see them through my capacity. What is too heavy for you is light to me. What is too complicated for you is simple in my wisdom. You see obstacles, but I see opportunities to reveal my glory in your life. If you could see what I see, you would rest in peace instead of pacing in worry. I've gone ahead of you into every situation you will face. There is no surprise waiting around the corner that I have not already prepared for. You may encounter unexpected challenges, but you will also encounter my unexpected provision, my unexpected solutions, and my unexpected favor. I am the God who provides streams in the desert, who makes a way in the wilderness, who brings life to what looks dead. But to walk in this reality, you must learn to quiet the noise around you. The enemy will use distraction, fear, and confusion to keep you from hearing my voice clearly. This is why I call you to spend time in my presence daily, even if it's just moments of stillness, where you breathe and remember that I am near. In those moments, I will remind you of who you are, who I am, and what I have promised. My voice will always speak life, truth, and peace into your soul. I also want you to remember that courage is not the absence of fear. It is moving forward in spite of it. There will be times when you feel fear rising, but I want you to take that step anyway. With each step, you will see that I am holding you, guiding you, and making the ground beneath you firm. You will look back one day and see that the very things you feared became the stepping stones that led you into your promised place. Do not despise the small beginnings. What I am doing in you may feel slow, but slow growth is strong growth. I am building something in you that will last. Quick fixes fade, deep roots remain. Let me take my time in shaping you, for I am not just preparing you for a single victory. I am preparing you for a lifetime of walking in my victory. So my beloved, lift your head and breathe deeply. I am here. You do not walk into this day alone. You will not walk into tomorrow alone. My presence will not fade when the road grows hard. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. And I am with you now and always, my precious one. I know how heavy the battles have been lately. I have seen the nights when your mind runs in circles, rehearsing every what if and imagining every possible way things could go wrong. I have watched as you've tried to be strong for everyone around you, even while you feel like you're unraveling inside. I have seen the effort it takes just to stand each day. But hear me clearly. None of what you face is beyond my power. None of what you carry is too heavy for me. You may feel surrounded, but I remind you that I have surrounded what surrounds you. Every force that rises against you has to answer to me. Every trap the enemy sets must pass through my permission, and if I allow it, it is because I will turn it into a tool to strengthen you. What the enemy meant for harm will be redirected into something that shapes you, grows you, and prepares you for greater things. You are never simply at the mercy of life's chaos. You are held by the one who commands the seas and stills the storms. When you walk through the fire, I am there with you. When you pass through deep waters, I do not watch from the shore. I am right there in the current, keeping you from being swept away. My love is not distant. It is present, personal, and active. This is why I tell you not to fear, not because the road will have no challenges, but because you will never face those challenges alone. I want you to remember past moments when you thought there was no way forward, yet you found yourself standing in victory. Those victories were not accidents. They were the evidence of my faithfulness. And just as I was faithful then, I am faithful now. Your current situation is not the exception to my promise. The same God who brought you through before will bring you through again. But my child, you must guard your heart from the voices of doubt. They will try to convince you that I have forgotten you, that I am silent, or that I am too far away to help. Those lies are designed to weaken your faith, but you have the power to silence them by filling your mind with my truth. When fear tells you it's over, you remind it, my God is the author of my story and he's not done yet. When worry says you can't, declare, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Faith grows when you use it. That means stepping out even when you can't see the full path. It means praying when you don't feel like praying. It means praising me in the middle of the battle, not just after the victory. Your worship is a weapon. It shifts the atmosphere and breaks chains you cannot see. When you choose to praise even in hardship, you are declaring that you trust me more than you trust your circumstances. I am also teaching you in this season to lean on my presence more than my answers. There will be times when you don't get immediate clarity, but you will still have me, and that is enough. Answers may satisfy your mind for a moment, but my presence satisfies your soul forever. When you have me, you have peace that makes no sense to the world, strength that carries you beyond your limits, and joy that cannot be stolen. This is why I want you to slow down and listen. You live in a world that runs at a relentless pace, but my voice is best heard in stillness. Stop trying to outrun your fear or outwork your pain. Come sit with me. Let me remind you of who you are, and more importantly, whose you are. You belong to me, and I will never let go. So today let this be your choice, not to live under the shadow of fear, but under the shadow of my wings. There is no safer place, no stronger refuge, no greater love. Stay close to me, and you will see my hand move in ways that leave no doubt. I am your God, and I am with you. My child, I want you to see your life the way I see it, not as a random sequence of events, but as a carefully woven story where every thread has purpose. You look at certain chapters and wonder why they had to be filled with pain, loss, or uncertainty. But I see how even those moments have shaped you into who you are today. The seasons that hurt the most have deepened your compassion, sharpened your discernment, and strengthened your dependence on me. Nothing has been wasted. There are things I have allowed you to walk through, not because I wanted to see you struggle, but because I knew they would prepare you for greater battles and greater blessings. A soldier is not trained on quiet fields, but in the intensity of the fight. Likewise, your spirit has been trained in the heat of adversity, so that when I place new assignments in your hands, you will be ready to carry them with courage and faith. You have asked me many times, Lord, why can't the road be easier? And my answer is this: the easy road never produces the depth I desire in you. I love you too much to give you comfort at the expense of your calling. There are treasures hidden in the hard places, strength you didn't know you had, wisdom you couldn't have learned any other way, and a faith that becomes unshakable because it has been tested and proven. But know this, my child, the testing is not forever. Seasons of hardship are followed by seasons of breakthrough. You will not wander in the wilderness forever. You will see the promised land I have prepared for you. Just as the dawn always follows the longest night, so your joy will come after this season of struggle. And when it comes, it will be more beautiful because of what you have endured. I am also teaching you to walk with me daily, not just in moments of crisis. Too often my children seek me only when they are in trouble. But I want to be your constant companion in every season. I want you to talk to me in the quiet mornings, to thank me for small blessings, to ask my guidance before making decisions, and to enjoy my presence simply because you love me. When you walk with me like this, you will find that the storms have less power to shake you because your heart is anchored in me at all times. Do not compare your journey to anyone else's. The path I have you on is uniquely designed for you. What takes others a short time may take you longer, not because you are failing, but because I am doing a deeper work in you. I am building foundations that will last for eternity. And when you see others moving ahead quickly, do not let envy or discouragement take root. Instead, trust that I know exactly what I am doing in your life and that my timing is perfect. Type yes if you are ready for the blessings that you are about to receive. And if you believe in Christianity, kindly show your support for our community by contributing super thanks from $50 to $100. I am also calling you to walk in boldness. There will be opportunities ahead that will require you to step beyond your comfort zone. You may feel unqualified, but remember, I do not choose the qualified. I qualify the chosen. If I am calling you to it, then I will equip you for it. You do not need to know every detail before taking the first step. Your obedience will open the way for provision, wisdom, and favor to meet you on the path. And as you move forward, I want you to live with open hand. Release your grip on what I have asked you to surrender, whether it's an old dream, a toxic relationship, or a plan that no longer aligns with my will. Letting go is not loss when it is done in obedience to me. It is simply making space for what I have prepared next. So lift your eyes, my child. Do not focus on what is behind you. Fix your gaze on me and the road ahead. Every step you take in faith is a step closer to the fulfillment of my promises. I am with you, I am for you, and I will not fail you. My beloved, you must know that I have never taken my eyes off you, not for a single moment. Even in times when you thought I was silent, I was working. Even in moments when you felt abandoned, I was holding you. The enemy has tried to convince you that my silence means my absence, but that is a lie. There are seasons when I speak loudly and clearly, and there are seasons when I allow you to walk in what I have already spoken so your faith can grow strong. Just as a teacher is quiet during a test, so I remain near but silent while you step forward in trust. I see how often you have carried burdens you were never meant to carry alone. You've tried to solve every problem, fix every situation, and hold everything together with your own strength. But I did not design you to bear the weight of life without me. I am your strength, your sustainer, your refuge. When you feel as though you are sinking under the pressures of life, remember that you were never meant to walk through the waters without my hand holding yours. You must learn the rhythm of resting in me. The world will push you to run endlessly, to keep proving yourself, to measure your worth by your productivity. But I measure you by your identity in me, not by what you accomplish. You are valuable because I made you, not because of what you can do. I want you to slow down, to breathe, to lay your head on my shoulder, and let me refresh your soul. The battles ahead will require strength, and that strength is built in the quiet place with me. I am also calling you to live with a heart of gratitude. Gratitude changes how you see your life. It shifts your focus from what is lacking to what is already present. When you thank me for what you have, you open your heart to receive even more. Gratitude silences the enemy's voice because it keeps your mind anchored in my goodness instead of your circumstances. Start and end your days with thanksgiving, not only for the obvious blessings, but also for the hidden mercies you don't even see. My child, I want you to expect my goodness. Too often, you brace yourself for disappointment because you have experienced so much of it in the past. But I am doing a new thing. Your past does not have the authority to predict your future when I am the one writing your story. I want you to wake each day with a sense of anticipation, knowing that I can do more in one moment of favor than you could accomplish in years of striving. Do not be surprised if I begin to remove certain people or things from your life in this season. I am not taking from you to harm you. I am making space for the blessings I have prepared. Some doors must close for others to open. Some voices must be silenced so you can hear mine more clearly. Some paths must end so I can lead you to the road I've had waiting for you all along. Trust me in the pruning, for it is the preparation for fruitfulness. And as I move in your life, I want you to remember that my timing is never late. You have waited for answers, for breakthroughs, for promises to be fulfilled. You have wondered why I delay when the need feels so urgent. But I see the full picture. I know the right moment when the blessing will not overwhelm you, but empower you. I know the right time when the miracle will have the greatest impact on your life and the lives of those watching. So stand firm, my beloved. Do not let the delays make you think I have forgotten. Every moment you wait is a moment I am working, aligning, and preparing. When the answer comes, it will be clear that it was me, and you will rejoice knowing that it was worth the wait. My child, I am calling you to see yourself the way I see you. You have walked through seasons that tried to define you by your failures, by your losses, or by the opinions of others. But I do not define you by those things. I define you by my truth, by the fact that you are my creation, my beloved, and my chosen one. You are not what happened to you. You are not the mistakes you made. And you are not the names others have called you. You are mine. Too often you have believed the lie that you must be flawless before I can use you. But I do my greatest work through imperfect vessels. The cracks in your life are not disqualifications. They are places where my light can shine through. You think your brokenness makes you weak, but it is in your weakness that my strength is revealed. You think your past disqualifies you, but it is your testimony that will speak life into others who feel beyond hope. I have placed gifts within you that you may not even recognize yet. Some are lying dormant, waiting for the right moment to be awakened. Others have been tested in the fires of difficulty and are now refined for greater impact. I will open opportunities for you to use these gifts in ways you never imagined. Your obedience will be the key that unlocks those doors. Not your perfection, not your reputation, but your willingness to say yes to me when I call. There will be moments when saying yes feels risky. You may be asked to step into situations where you feel unqualified, where the path is unclear, or where the outcome is uncertain. In those moments, remember that I do not send you where my presence will not go. If I am leading you, I will equip you. If I am opening the door, I will provide the wisdom, the resources, and the favor needed to walk through it. I also want you to protect the vision I have given you. Not everyone will understand what I am doing in your life. Some will try to discourage you. Others may try to talk you out of it. But the vision I place in your heart is between you and me. Seek wise counsel, yes, but guard against the voices that speak from fear or unbelief. Faith often looks unreasonable to those who do not know the one who gave it. This is also a season for you to rise in spiritual authority. You are not a victim tossed around by the storms of life. You are a child of the King, and you have access to my power through prayer. Speak my word over your life, over your home, over your future. Do not merely react to what comes against you. Stand in the authority I have given you and declare my promises. When the enemy tries to intimidate you, remind him of who you belong to. And as you step forward, I want you to walk with bold humility. Bold because you know who your Father is, and humble because you know every victory comes from me. Bold humility is a force the enemy cannot withstand. It keeps you rooted in confidence without falling into pride, and it keeps you dependent on my strength instead of your own. My child, I am building you into a light that will not be hidden. You may not feel like you shine right now, but as you walk in obedience, your life will become a beacon for others who are lost in darkness. And when they ask how you found your way, you will tell them of the one who never left you, who carried you, who transformed your life. So hold your head high, not in arrogance, but in assurance. The same God who calls you is the one who will complete the work he began in you. I am with you, and I will not fail you. My beloved, as you continue on this journey with me, I want you to understand something that will change how you face every challenge ahead. Nothing in your life is outside the reach of my redemption. The situations that seem the most broken, the losses that feel the most final, the wounds that seem too deep to heal, all of them are within my power to restore. I am not limited by time, by circumstances, or by the damage that has been done. I can bring beauty from ashes, joy from mourning, and strength from weakness. There are areas in your life where you have quietly accepted defeat, believing it will always be this way. You've told yourself not to hope too much because disappointment hurts. But I am calling you to believe again, to lift your eyes from the dust and see that I am doing something new. The enemy wants you to settle in a place of resignation, but I want you to rise in a place of expectation. Your future is not defined by your pain. It is defined by my promises. This is why I keep telling you not to fear. Fear is the thief of dreams. It paralyzes you, keeps you from stepping into the opportunities I place before you, and distorts how you see me. When fear grows, your view of the problem gets bigger, and your view of me gets smaller. But when faith grows, you begin to see things as they truly are. Your God is greater than anything that comes against you. You have not been walking alone. Even in the moments when you felt isolated, my Spirit has been with you, strengthening you in ways you didn't even realize. Some of the strength you have today is the direct result of my hand sustaining you in the moments you thought you would break. I have been guarding you from dangers you never saw, protecting you from attacks you didn't know were forming, and guiding you away from traps meant to destroy you. Now I am calling you to step into a deeper trust. Trust is not simply believing that I exist. It is believing that my heart toward you is good and that my ways are better than your own, even when they don't make sense. It means surrendering your timelines, your plans, and your need to control the outcome. It means saying, Lord, I don't understand this, but I trust you anyway. That is where peace lives, right in the middle of surrender. I also want you to start speaking differently about your life. Your words have power. They shape your perspective and influence your faith. Stop rehearsing the language of defeat. Stop declaring over yourself that you are stuck, unlucky, or hopeless. Instead, align your words with my truth. Say that you are more than a conqueror, that I am working all things for your good, that my goodness and mercy follow you every day of your life. The more you speak truth, the more your heart will believe it. And when you find yourself growing weary, remember that you are not carrying this journey alone. Lean on me. Let my joy be your strength. Let my promises be your fuel. Let my presence be your resting place. You were never meant to run this race in your own power. I am the one who renews your strength, who lifts you when you fall, who carries you when you can't take another step. My child, this is not the end of your story. You are in the middle of a chapter, and the pages ahead are filled with my faithfulness. Hold on to that. Walk with that assurance. Keep your heart open to the new things I am doing, and do not let fear hold you back from stepping into them. My child, I am preparing you for a season where what I have promised will begin to manifest before your eyes. Some of the prayers you have prayed for years will begin to find their answers. Some of the doors you thought were forever closed will suddenly swing open. But I need you to be ready, not just to receive the blessings, but to steward them well. Blessings are not just for your comfort. They are tools for your purpose, resources to fulfill the calling I have placed on your life. When I bless you, I am entrusting you with more than just provision. I am entrusting you with influence, responsibility, and opportunity. You will be called to speak words of life where others only see despair. You will be asked to carry light into places that are still in darkness. You will have to choose obedience over convenience, faith over fear, and truth over the easy road. This is why I have been refining you, stretching you, and preparing your character. What I am placing in your hands will require wisdom, humility, and courage. I also want you to understand that the blessings I give are not only for you. They are meant to overflow into the lives of others. You will find yourself in moments where your provision becomes someone else's breakthrough, where your testimony becomes someone else's lifeline, where your act of kindness becomes the answer to someone else's prayer. I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing, a living expression of my goodness in the world. In this next season, you must stay sensitive to my leading. There will be moments when I will ask you to move quickly, and others when I will ask you to wait patiently. Both require trust. The quick moves will stretch your courage. The waiting will strengthen your endurance. Neither is meant to harm you, but to position you exactly where you need to be for the unfolding of my plan. Do not be surprised if I also begin to bring divine connections into your life. People who will help you walk out your purpose and who will speak life into you when you grow weary. These are relationships I have handpicked, and they will be marked by mutual encouragement, faith, and the pursuit of my will. At the same time, I will remove relationships that pull you away from me, even if they have been in your life for years. Trust me in both the giving and the taking away. And remember this, not everyone will understand the new things I am doing in you. Some will question it, others may resist it. Do not let that distract you. When I call you, I do not require the approval of others. The same voice that called Moses before Pharaoh, David before Goliath, and Esther before the king is calling you now. Your job is not to convince people of your calling. Your job is to obey the one who gave it. This is the time to keep your spiritual armor on. The more you step into your purpose, the more the enemy will try to discourage, distract, or discredit you. But you are not defenseless. You have my word as your sword, my truth as your belt, my righteousness as your covering, and my spirit as your guide. Stand firm, knowing that I am the one who fights for you, and no weapon formed against you will prosper. So step forward, my beloved. Do not shrink back when the blessing comes. Do not hide when the opportunity presents itself. I have prepared you for this. You are ready to walk in what I have promised, and I will be with you in every step. My beloved, as you step into this unfolding season, I want you to understand that what I am doing in your life is not just for the moment. It is part of an eternal plan. I am aligning events, relationships, and opportunities in ways you cannot yet see. Some of the changes you are experiencing feel unsettling, but they are not signs of instability. They are signs of preparation. I am positioning you for a greater work, one that will carry lasting impact far beyond what you can imagine right now. I need you to keep your heart open and your spirit teachable. The lessons I am giving you now are not random. They are keys you will need to unlock the future I have designed for you. Every moment of waiting has been cultivating patience. Every moment of stretching has been building resilience. Every moment of testing has been sharpening your discernment. These qualities are essential for the doors I am about to open. And when those doors open, I want you to walk through them without hesitation. Fear will try to whisper that you are unqualified, unprepared, or unworthy. But remember, I am the one who qualifies you. It is not your resume, your skill set, or your resources that make the difference. It is my anointing upon you. I have chosen you for a reason, and I have been shaping you for this exact time. You must also be ready to give me glory in every victory. The world will try to tell you that your success is the result of your hard work alone. But you know the truth. You have been carried, strengthened, and guided by my hand. Humility will keep your heart pure, and gratitude will keep your blessings flowing. Never forget that everything good in your life flows from my goodness. My child, I am also calling you to live with a forward-focused faith. Do not dwell in past disappointments. Do not keep rehearsing the pain of what didn't work out. Those things are behind you now, and I am doing something new. Your attention must be on what is ahead, for that is where my promises will meet you. You cannot run effectively while looking backward. Let the past be a teacher, but do not let it be your master. In the days ahead, you will see confirmations that I am guiding you. Doors will open unexpectedly. People will cross your path at just the right time, and solutions will arrive before the problem overwhelms you. These are not coincidences. They are the fingerprints of my providence. Pay attention, for each one will be a reminder that you are walking in step with my will. There will also be battles in this next chapter, but they will not end in defeat. I will train your hands for war and your heart for perseverance. The challenges you face will not be greater than the grace I give you to overcome them. And as you walk through them, your testimony will grow stronger, your influence will expand, and your light will shine brighter in the darkness. My beloved, we are approaching a moment where what you have been praying for will begin to align with what I have prepared. Stand firm, keep believing, and be ready to act when I say, now. The time of preparation has not been wasted. It has been perfecting you for the moment when promise becomes reality. My child, as we come to the close of this message, let these final words seal deeply into your heart. I am with you always. There will never be a day, an hour, or even a breath where my presence will not surround you. This truth must be the anchor of your life, because storms will come, challenges will rise, and unexpected turns will appear in your path. But no matter where life leads you, you will never walk it alone. I go before you, I walk beside you, and I cover you from behind. I am the God who parts seas and makes a way where there is none. I am the God who shuts the mouths of lions, who brings down giants, who turns graves into gardens. What is too hard for you is never too hard for me. I want you to live with this assurance, not as a fleeting thought, but as the foundation of your confidence. You do not have to fear the future, because the one who holds it in his hands loves you without limit. This is the season to rise in courage. Let go of the weight of what was and step into the fullness of what is coming. Do not allow past pain to dictate present choices. Do not let the memory of failure convince you that you are not meant to win. I have already written victory into your story. Every battle you face is another opportunity for my power to be revealed and for my glory to shine through you. I am calling you to walk boldly into the places I send you, carrying my love, my truth, and my light. The world needs what I have placed in you. Your story, your testimony, your kindness, your faith. They are all tools I will use to draw others closer to me. Do not hide them out of fear or insecurity. You are not here by accident. You are here on divine assignment. In the days ahead, when you are tempted to doubt, remember what I have spoken today. Let my promises echo in your heart louder than the noise of your circumstances. When fear whispers, let faith shout back. When weariness tries to settle in, lean on my strength. When you feel unsure, ask me, and I will guide you. You do not have to have all the answers. You only need to follow the one who does. My beloved, this is your time to live with expectation. Watch for my hand in the small things and the great things alike. Celebrate every step forward, no matter how small it seems, because each step is part of the journey I have prepared for you. You will look back one day and see that nothing was wasted, that every tear, every prayer, every moment of waiting was working together for your good. And when you step fully into the promises I have spoken, give me the glory. Let the world know that your strength came from me, your provision came from me, and your deliverance came from me. In doing so, you will become a living testimony that draws hearts back to their Creator. I am not done with you. In fact, I am only just beginning. The best chapters of your story are still ahead, and I will be with you for every single one of them. My beloved child, carry this message forward. Someone you know is waiting for a word just like this. What you've heard today isn't only for this hour. It's a guidepost for what's to come. The time we live in is not ordinary, and neither is your calling. You've been chosen to live with clarity, with conviction, and with love that knows no bounds. Remember, even in your quietest moments, you are seen and surrounded. If this message stirred something within you, don't let the journey stop here. Subscribe and walk with us again as we explore the truths that build you up and guide you forward. Share this word with someone feeling lost. Let them feel the warmth of belonging. Until next time, remain rooted in truth, walk gently but fearlessly, and never forget you were born for impact. Amen.